taste, the sensation of flavor perceived in the mouth on contact with a substance. But for this context, when we enjoy a certain type of work of art and adjust ourselves to it, every single one of us when it comes to consuming art has our own taste. We have the specific genres of film we watch, the types of music we listen to, the kinds of video games we play. We all have it because there's such a variety of art out there. In the context of film, we have dramas, comedies, romances, thrillers, horror, action, science fiction, fantasy, etc. and etc. There's just some part of us that when it comes to this stuff, we make ourselves adjusted to it. It's why sometimes we stick with friends who enjoy the same thing, or even with that, our friends may be into other stuff as well that we may be exposed to. How we find our taste is another story, but it's always off that first or personal favorite work that really gets us going. I was lucky enough to be raised on such a variety of works and also be willing to consistently expose myself to new stuff that I generally enjoy anything. But that's not the same with everyone. If the first movie we generally enjoy is a horror movie, most likely we'll become a horror fanatic. If the first movie we enjoy is a sci-fi epic, we'll become a sci-fi nerd, and generally we stick to that type of art. But there's a problem that comes with that, especially in today's modern age, none other than the best exemplified with Marvel and DC films. Now look, I love these films too. I grew up raised on the classic superhero adaptations and falling in love with the characters and universes of these franchises. But what makes these two have such a negative impact on the medium of films particularly is how nowadays it's all people are adjusted to. Everybody's so terrified of watching any other kind of film, and it truly sucks. These films are the prime example to a sense of safety and security. Nobody likes taking risks. We all don't want to change. We all prefer comfort. But that's not a way to go. This doesn't just apply to art, but to general life itself. You shouldn't be forced to, of course, watch stuff you may not like. That's perfectly fine. It's understandable that we all want to be secured and find shelter in the art we're familiar with. But to judge others for branching out is wrong. You should always want to branch out. Being stuck with the same kind of art can get repetitive, dull, and boring. We need to branch out because you're doing yourself a disservice by restricting yourself to the same old roots of storytelling. Not allowing yourself not only to discover something new, something unseen before, but something that may well become your personal favorite, something on par, or maybe even succeed the very thing you love. The beauty of art is that it's never one person, it's not just a group, it's multiple pieces, multiple artists, endless artists. Art is ever evolving and ever changing. Everybody has a unique footprint on it. And if you don't allow yourself to appreciate that art, old and new, you're truly not looking at the picture right.